Hi, everyone. Mark Johnston here, and I'm here to talk to you about the first phase in our PATH program. The first phase is all about mindset. If you're not familiar with the term, mindset is the way that you think and feel about your situation, and then ultimately how you act on those thoughts and feelings. Uh, the reason why I wanted to start here and why this is the first phase in our PATH program is because ultimately this is the most important piece of the puzzle. It's going to have the greatest effect on your ability to approach your relationship in a healthy manner. It's going to ultimately determine whether you feel success with your efforts in the program or not. Now, in this case, mindset, I really do think that it's everything. It's ultimately what's going to help you the most in making the changes necessary to fix the relationship. I know many people that come to me and they ask me, okay, what do I need to do to fix the marriage? And if you really, truly want to fix things, then you are going to need to very, really, and truly fix the way you think about what's going on. I want to give an example here. So many years ago, I feel like my life fell apart. I had my whole life planned out ahead of me. Was had my education. I had jobs lined up. My wife and I were doing fine, and we had our growing family. And I hit a snag, and I was not dealing with the stresses of life very well. I'd taken too much on my plate, and I began to get into some habits that were ultimately a bit self-destructive and ended up, like I said, my life fell apart a bit. Uh, After this, for quite some time, I was in a kind of a dark place. I was really depressed. I had a lot of self-doubt. I didn't think I could really recover from the situation. It got to the point where I started to engage in some self-harm behavior. Not too many details, but I like jab things into my hand, into my wrist, just to feel something other than this bit of hopelessness. Now, I share this because this sort of mindset, this feeling of hopelessness, this depression, this feeling that I can't escape from any of these heavy, dark feelings, had a huge impact on my life. When I would go and try to apply for jobs to get myself out of this situation, I would tell myself, well, I'm not good enough for this other job. People aren't going to want me here. I go to the interviews and I noticed I was down, and ultimately I had a hard time finding work for a while. This affected my relationship with my wife, with my kids. I was more angry with my children. I was not connecting as well with my wife. And ultimately, though, how I got out of this is it's exactly the kind of things that we want to teach you here. It's a shift in mindset, a way to actually change the way that you're thinking and feeling, and how to adjust those behaviors to really support those thoughts and feelings. The end result of this whole situation is the business that I have here today, and helping so many people get through a really dark and depressing time in their life. The threat of losing their marriage. I know many of you are struggling, facing a very difficult situation, and ultimately how I got over my own very difficult situation, how I became the most stable, happy, and productive version of myself was through working on mindset. So if you're in the program, I'm really excited to be sharing some of this information with you. I really urge you to pay very close attention to this and to give this your all. All right, so hope to talk to you again soon, and thank you for listening.